Y'all, did Jonathan Majors just confirm that Meagan Good is pregnant? Because his ex Grace Jabbari is not taking it well at all. And from the way that she's spiraling online, it's clear that she did not see this coming. And fans are saying it looks like a full-on breakdown. And honestly, it's kind of hard to disagree. This is the same ex who went to court, got the media dragging him through the mud, and played a major role in how far his reputation fell. But now, Jonathan's bouncing back. Megan's standing right beside him as his Coretta, and they're allegedly expecting a baby. And that alone flipped the entire narrative, and the timing couldn't be more wild. Meanwhile, his ex is suddenly back on social media posting cryptic captions and even hinting at leaking new details. It's starting to look less like justice and more like jealousy. Because let's be real a second for a millisecond, she probably never expected to be replaced this fast. And by somebody like Megan, it's probably eating her up. So now people are asking, was she trying to hold him accountable or just making sure that he stayed canceled? Because the way she's bragging to this alleged pregnancy is wild. Let's get into it. Okay, so it looks like she's been posting these cryptic messages hinting that she still has more to expose, and fans are now convinced that she's about to spill some more tea that could potentially bury what's left of his career. And just to be clear, this isn't some random outburst. It looks personal, it looks strategic, and it looks like she's not handling this pregnancy news well at all. But let's not forget, Grace is the one who publicly accused Jonathan and got the media coverage and played a major role in how far he fell from Grace. She already had the world turning on him once, but now with Jonathan bouncing back, Megan standing beside him, and a baby potentially on the way, she's watching the redemption arc in real time, and she's not here for it because she's convinced the world doesn't know how truly Jonathan allegedly is. Now she's teasing at more truth, talking about being silenced and dropping all these suggestive posts that are messy to say the least. But Grace went straight to Instagram and dropped a not so subtle message aimed right at Meagan Good. She basically implied that Megan has no idea who she's really married to, and that Jonathan's been lying to her since day one. But that's not even the wildest part. She then claimed that back then, when everything went down, she actually protected Jonathan. According to her, she didn't tell the full story. She didn't tell the full story to the cops because she felt sorry for him. She said she held back out of fear that things would get worse for him, and even admitted to lying to law enforcement just to keep him out of deeper trouble. But now, the sympathy is clearly gone. She's saying that she's ready to spill everything, the full truth, nothing but the truth, so help her God. Like, not holding back nothing. And if she's hinting at this is real, this could get way uglier than anyone expected. But as messy as this is, her claims actually line up with some of the receipts that came out when the story first broke. Remember those leaked texts from way back when? Yeah, one of them, she literally said she was willing to lie to the cops for Jonathan. She wrote, "I'll tell the doctor I put my head if I go. I'm gonna give it one more day, but I can't sleep and I need some stronger painkillers. That's all. Why would I want to tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you? I feel like you want to be together, as in to not embarrass yourself for everything you've said to your friends and family." And it gets even messier, y'all, because Jonathan wasn't just sitting back while she offered to lie. He allegedly encouraged it. In one of those leaked texts, he warned her not to go to the hospital, saying, "And you have. I fear you have no respect of what could happen if you go to the hospital. They will ask you questions, and as I don't think you actually protect us, it could lead to an investigation even if you do lie, and they suspect something." But it didn't stop there, because in even more leaked texts and messages, she doubled down and admitted that she was going to lie again just to make sure the charges disappear. She wrote, "They assured me that you won't be charged. They said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me, and they knew we had a fight. I'm so angry that they did, and I'm sorry that you're in this position. We'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. I only just got out the hospital." So now you've got a woman in pain, a white woman no less, clearly trying to protect him, allegedly. Rewriting the story to make sure he walks, and after all of that, he turns around, moves on, and starts a new family? You can see why she's ready to light a match and let it all burn. So what exactly pushed her over the edge, though? Why is she suddenly ready to blow the whole thing up after staying quiet for so long? Well, it might have something to do with Jonathan Majors going public with their alleged pregnancy. Yeah, it looks like Megan's expecting their first child, and for Jonathan, this makes baby number 2. And while fans were out here congratulating the couple and calling it a fresh start, Grace was not having it. Because from the looks of it, that baby news was her final straw. This whole thing exploded just a few days ago after Jonathan Majors posted a video of him and Megan mid-workout, doing their usual fit couple routine. Now, if you've been following them, you already know they love a good gym flex, but this one hit different because sharp-eyed fans immediately caught what looked like Megan's baby bump front and center. And that's when the internet went into full meltdown mode. It wasn't just the baby reveal that shook people, it was the timing, the way Grace, Jonathan's ex, popped up right after with a cryptic post and thread. Yeah, it was giving calculated. But see, in the clip, fans quickly noticed something new. Megan looked like she was rocking a subtle baby bump, and this wasn't just speculation. While Jonathan was hyping up their workout, he just casually dropped a comment about her being pregnant and just slid it in like it was nothing. But y'all, you know the internet clocked it instantly. This wasn't looking like a regular workout video. It looked like a soft launch of a whole pregnancy. And considering the drama that followed, the timing couldn't have been messier. Take a look.
Her belly does look fit. Who knows if she's pregnant? I can't call it. Love you. All right, y'all, that's it. Goodbye. Peace.
Yeah, it wasn't just Megan that was caught off guard. It caught the public off guard too. But it's starting to look like this pregnancy was anything but accidental. Megan has been dropping hints for a minute now, and if you've been paying attention, it started the moment she really finalized her divorce from Devon Franklin. Back then, she was with Devon. Megan made it very clear that having kids wasn't on her radar. She said it more than once, and it honestly seemed like a deal breaker. But post-divorce, Megan, a whole different story. Suddenly, she was out here talking about wanting to start a family and not wanting to wait around. So the way things are unfolding now is given intentional. In fact, not long after the divorce, Megan did an interview, one we're about to show you, where she openly admitted that motherhood was something she was seriously considering, and she didn't sound unsure or hesitant. She looked confident, excited, and honestly, a little relieved, like she was finally stepping into a chapter that she had been putting off for way too long. And that's what makes this pregnancy with Jonathan Majors even more telling, because now it's not just something she talked about, she's actually about it, and could be on her way to doing it. No pressure, no timeline, just on her own terms.
Steph, I got a few bruises, but you know what? It's me in the film.
Did you really?
You know what I'm saying? Hitting that blink, ding, ding, ding. I was like,
my final question for you, what do you want next? What is next for Meagan Good in life?
I want to travel. I want to direct more. I want to do more action. I want to create vehicles for little black girls to show themselves in completely different lights and help support that and uplift that. I don't know. I want to find my right house that I'm excited about, and maybe have a kid. You know? Yeah.
Have a child. Have you thought about a name, maybe, even though?
I have. I'll tell you in your ear.
Oh, beautiful name. Beautiful name. Congratulations to you. I'm happy for you, and I'm rooting for you, Megan.
Well, she doubled down on those baby plans in another interview she did with Scott Evans just a few weeks ago. And in that interview, Megan didn't hold back at all. It was like she never had said she didn't want kids. She made it crystal clear now that she was fully ready to step into motherhood, not maybe one day, but right now. What really had fans interested was how casually she hinted that she and Jonathan were already in that stage of actively trying. It wasn't coded, it wasn't vague, it was straight up confirmation that they were moving full speed ahead. This wasn't some spontaneous moment. Megan knew exactly what she wanted, and it looked like she made it happen.
I know I want to be a mom.
You do?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely, yeah.
Is that something you've always known, or did you come to that?
I've come to that.
Was there something that happened? Was there did you see a baby, you were holding a baby, and you were like, uh-oh, the feeling that people talk about is happening?
I think it's more, because even my sister tell you, when she got pregnant with my first nephew, she was like, I had to tell you something. I was like, okay, what? She's like, you can be her. We actually had this moment somewhere else, but just tell me you're pregnant. I'm gonna tell you my response.
Okay, so Meg, I gotta tell you something.
What?
So, we're pregnant. You're gonna be an auntie. I'm gonna have a baby.
Wow. Wow, you're pregnant.
Yes, I'm pregnant.
Why? Right now? Wow, Caesar, wait, wow.
Did you say why, or did you?
Be able to do anything. That was my response.
You did not say why.
I said right now.
Right. But we have so many
she
plans.
was like 33. But I will say, I think even that put me back a little bit, because I was like, ooh, that's a lot, you know?
Yeah.
But I think even now, I'm just super ready, because I think there was a fear that life would turn into Groundhog's Day. And I think now, honestly, in huge part to Jonathan, because I knew I wanted to be a mom before Jonathan. I knew I was about ready before Jonathan.
Yep.
But I'm like ready right now because I have so much fun with him and because I know that it's not gonna become Groundhog's Day. I know that me and him are gonna be backpacking over here and we're gonna be over here producing this movie that I might be directing and he might be producing or he might be starring, or our kids are gonna be with us in Africa, wherever it is. But I just know that even if we're not moving around a lot, that the way that we move, I really, really love. And the way that we do life, I really, really love.
And that your tribe will go with you.
Yes, and,
You know
and
what I
even
mean?
if we don't go anywhere, it's just the texture of what the quality of life looks like.
Yeah.
It is wonderful.
Well, fast forward to now, and it's looking like we're about to have a little mini Meg or a little baby Jonathan Majors running around, and the pregnancy glow is glowing. The belly is a little bit bellying, and while fans are definitely split because Jonathan's messy and still very recent drama, there's one person who's not celebrating, Grace Jabbari. And let's just say the timing of her reaction is not a coincidence. Now, a lot of people think she's being bitter, but then again, Jonathan did admit to putting hands on her. In this audio that leaked a few months ago, Jonathan boldly admitted to hurting her physically.
I'm ashamed. I've never wrestled with a woman before. Okay, it's just I've never aggressed a woman. I aggressed you. Like
You strangled me and pushed me against the car.
Yeah, all those things are under aggress.
Yeah.
You know, like that's never happened to me. So I'm
Because I said something sarcastically, if in your eyes.
clearly it's more than that.
Yeah.
Clearly that.
Something inside of you.
Yeah, towards you.
Grace is now claiming that Jonathan allegedly put his hands on her more than once, but back then she stayed quiet because according to her, he had her gaslit and manipulated, that she genuinely believed it was all her fault. And as messy as that sounds, she's not the only one who's hinted at this kind of behavior. Over the past year, more and more people who've crossed paths with Jonathan have been quietly coming forward, saying that the good guy image he loves to push, yes, allegedly it's totally faked. The person to throw some serious shade was a filmmaker named A.B. Allen. Before any of Jonathan's drama even hit the blogs, A.B. tweeted, "There's a particular actor, relatively new on the scene, who Twitter has violently fallen head over heels for, who in actuality is a vicious, cruel, abusive human being, both professionally and in his personal life, and every new viral thirst tweet about him drives me insane." Now, at the time, people didn't really know who he was talking about, but when Jonathan Majors' allegations dropped, that old tweet came right back up like old milk, and suddenly it all started to make sense. That tweet actually came about a month before the DV allegations against Jonathan even hit the headlines. Now, at the time, Allen didn't drop any names or spill further details. He just had that cryptic message out there in Twitter. But once that news about Jonathan broke, someone circled back and quoted Allen's tweet with, "Now we know who this tweet was about." And Allen, he didn't deny it. He hit back with a simple ding ding ding. Well, another high-profile call-out came from Tim Nicolai, who actually worked with Jonathan on Broadway. Tim didn't mince words when he tweeted, "I'm just gonna say this about Jonathan Majors and be done with it. Folks at Yale and the broader NYC community have known about him for years. He's a sociopath and abuser, and that is how virtually everyone speaks about him. It's a shame it took this long for him to be reported." Well, that kind of endorsement from two people, and those that have shared stages with him, it adds some serious weight to Grace's claims and keeps the pressure on. With multiple insiders going public, the narrative is shifting fast, and Jonathan's camp is going to have to answer for every single allegation. And y'all, Grace is claiming that she has even more receipts to back up her claims, including allegedly timestamped pictures of her injuries. Yeah, Jonathan and Meagan better be prepared, because Grace is about to blow everything up. So now the mask is off, the baby bump is out, and Grace, she's not holding back anything anymore. And Jonathan thought he could move on, start a new chapter with Meagan, and leave the past buried, but clearly Grace has other plans. The soft launch of a pregnancy was just reigniting a fire that had barely cooled down, and now it's looking like everything he tried to bury is coming right back up like Thriller. Will Grace actually spill what she's holding on to, or is this just the beginning of an even bigger storm? Because if she's just teasing this and it's true, then Jonathan's public redemption arc might be over before it even begins. Buckle up, y'all, because the story's nowhere near finished, and if Grace really starts naming names, y'all, it's about to be explosive.